In the year 2011, the world bid farewell to James Arness, who had reached the impressive age of 88. Throughout his life, he had become renowned for portraying the iconic role of Marshal Matt Dillon, a character given to him by his dear friend, the legendary John Wayne. For 2 whole decades, Arness graced television screens with his compelling portrayal of the 6'7" lawman, making Gunsmoke an enduring primetime drama, which remained unmatched in longevity. From the show's inception in 1955 to its final episode in 1975, Arness dedicated himself to Gunsmoke, becoming synonymous with the character he brought to life. Even beyond the show's original run, he revived Dillon's persona in 5 made-for-TV movies. Sadly, in February 2006, the talented Dennis Weaver, who played Dillon's trusty deputy, passed away, leaving a void in the hearts of many. Off-screen, James Arness was a multifaceted individual. Standing tall at 6 feet 7 inches, he embraced the seriousness of portraying a lawman in Dodge City. However, behind the camera, he possessed a contagious, boisterous laugh that could bring filming to a standstill, spreading joy to everyone around him. His zest for life extended far beyond Hollywood, as he immersed himself in his passions: surfing, sailing, skiing, and flying. From 1955 to 1975, James Arness graced the small screen as the unwavering U.S. Marshal Dillon in the iconic CBS Western series Gunsmoke. Through his portrayal, he etched a lasting image of a quietly heroic man, fiercely dedicated to upholding justice and protecting the town he served. Interestingly, it was John Wayne, a dear friend of Arness, who played a pivotal role in shaping his career. When Wayne himself turned down the lead role in Gunsmoke, he recommended the 32-year-old Arness instead. Initially hesitant due to the fears of being typecast, Arness declined the offer. However, Wayne saw potential in him and encouraged him to take the opportunity, telling him that his towering heights might not be as suitable for movies alongside actors like Gregory Peck and himself, but it could make a significant mark in the world of television. Following Wayne's advice, Arness embraced the role of Marshal Dillon, and the rest is history. Gunsmoke flourished, becoming the longest-running dramatic series in network history until it was tied by NBC's Law & Order in 2010. For 2 remarkable decades, Arness's portrayal of the Marshal on primetime television stood as a testament to his talents and commitment to the character. In more recent times, this 20-year milestone was matched by Kelsey Grammer's portrayal of Frasier Crane from 1984 to 2004 on Cheers, and then on his eponymous spin-off show, Frasier. The passage of time etched its marks on James Arness, giving him a weathered appearance, but he wore those years with grace, just like his beloved TV character. He led a life of adventure, describing himself as a drifter who embarked on freight trains and Caribbean-bound freighters after leaving home at the age of 18. Although he began his college journey at Beloit College in Wisconsin, his plans were interrupted when he was drafted into the Army during his freshman year in 1942-1943. Serving during the 1944 Anzio invasion in Italy, he suffered a leg injury that left him with a slight limp and a year-long hospitalization. After recovery, he returned to Minneapolis, where he explored careers as a radio announcer and took on small theater roles. In 1946, a friend's suggestion led him to venture to Hollywood. Initially facing a slow start, he took on jobs as a carpenter and salesman. However, his breakthrough came with a role in MGM's Battleground in 1949, which marked a turning point in his career. Subsequently, he appeared in over 20 films, sharing the screen with notable works such as The Thing, Hellgate, and Hondo, alongside his friend John Wayne. Then came the momentous opportunity of Gunsmoke, a series that would prove to be an enduring hit and a financial boon for Arness, who had a stake in its ownership. Throughout the long run of Gunsmoke, Arness shared the screen with his longtime co-stars, including Amanda Blake as the saloon keeper, Miss Kitty, Milburn Stone as Doc Adams, and Dennis Weaver as the deputy, Chester Good. When Dennis Weaver passed away in February 2006, Arness mourned the loss, emphasizing how important Weaver's portrayal was to the show, providing both comic relief and genuine contributions to its success. Following the cancellation of Gunsmoke, James Arness didn't stay away from the television scene for too long. In January 1976, he made a comeback with the TV movie The Macahans, which later led to the 1978-79 ABC series How the West Was Won. Departing from his usual Western roles, Arness embraced a contemporary character as a police officer in the NBC series McLean's Law, which aired from 1981 to 1982. Despite his privacy preference, Arness faced media attention due to some turbulent aspects of his personal life. He crossed paths with Virginia Chapman while they were both studying at the Pasadena Playhouse in Southern California. They tied the knot in 1948 and had 2 children together, named Jenny and Rolf. Arness also adopted Virginia's son, Craig, from her previous marriage. Unfortunately, their marriage encountered difficulties, leading to Arness seeking a divorce in 1963 and pursuing custody of their 3 children, which was eventually granted. Despite the challenges, he made every effort to shield his children from the spotlight and keep show business from intruding on their family life. Arness cherished the moments of normalcy and peace with his kids away from the bustling world of entertainment. Despite the wealth and fame garnered from Gunsmoke, James Arness was not immune to personal tragedy. His daughter, Virginia Arness, battled emotional troubles and attempted suicide twice, first in 1959 and again in 1960. Tragically, in 1975, Jenny Arness passed away from what appeared to be a deliberate drug overdose. Just 2 years later, her mother also lost her life due to an accidental overdose, as determined by the police. In 1978, Arness found new love and married Janet Surtees. In addition to these heart-wrenching losses, Arness also had to endure the passing of his son, Craig. A former National Geographic photographer who later pursued a career as a stock photo agent and alpaca breeder, Craig passed away in 2004. Despite the overwhelming tragedies that struck his family, James Arness remained a private and reserved individual. He preferred the tranquility of the outdoors over the glitz and glamour of Hollywood's party scene. Shying away from media attention, he rarely granted interviews and adamantly refused to discuss the painful experiences he endured. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.